A very good morning to all. Today we will do the exercise part of chapter number 13. So we will continue from page number 104. So you can see here chapter checklist. You have to take the concepts which you have understood. Now let's move on to the exercise part. The first exercise is fill in the blanks. So the first one, Dash discovered a new sea route to India. Second one, in Dash, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir allowed the English East India Company to set up a factory in Surat. Third one, the French were defeated by the British in the Dash Wars. Fourth one, the Dash was introduced by Marquis Wellesley. Fifth one, Dash introduced a policy called the Doctrine of Lapse. Now let's check the answer. So here the first one, Portuguese discovered a new sea route to India. Second one, in 1615, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir allowed the English East India Company to set up a factory at Surat. Third one, the French were defeated by the British in the Carnatic Wars. So Carnatic is the answer. Fourth one, the Dash was introduced by Marquis Wellesley. So the answer is subsidiary alliance. Fifth one, Dash introduced a policy called the Doctrine of Lapse. And the answer is Lord Dalhousie. So Lord Dalhousie introduced a policy called the Doctrine of Lapse. So what you have to do is you have to write all these answers in your notebook. Now let's move on to the second exercise. And the question is match the columns. So you can see here first column, first one Rani Lakshmi Bai, second Kumar Singh, third Begum Hasrat Mahal, fourth Mangal Pandey, fifth Mir Qasim. And in the second column A Bihar, B British Indian Army, C Jhansi, D Bengal, E Awadh. Now you have to match it. Let's see the answer. So the first one, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and the correct match is Jhansi. Second one, Kunwar Singh, and the correct match is A, Bihar. C, Begum Hasrat Mahal, the correct match is E, Awadh. Fourth one, Mangal Pandey, the correct match is B, British Indian Army. And the fifth one, Mir Qasim, the correct answer is D, Bengal. So I hope you all have done it. Now let's move on to the third exercise, that is answer the following questions. So here you can see the first question is, why was trade with India profitable for the European traders? Europeans made huge profits by buying goods at a low price from India and selling them in the European markets at higher prices. Second question, why did the British want to gain control over Bengal? The answer is, Bengal was one of the richest provinces in India at that time. Therefore, the British wanted to gain control over Bengal. Third question, why did Mir Qasim wage a war against the company? The answer is, after the British defeated Siraj-ud-Daulah, the Nawab of Bengal, they were given many privileges from the new Nawab of Bengal, that is Mir Qasim. The company officials made wrong use of these privileges to make more profits. As a result, the income of the Bengal was reduced. Mir Qasim was tired of this plunder, so he waged a war against the English East India Company. Next question, question number 4. What was the Doctrine of Lapse? Who introduced it and why? The answer is, the Governor General Lord Dalhousie introduced a policy called the Doctrine of Lapse. According to this policy, any Indian kingdom which was under the subsidiary alliance had to give up its territory to the British if the ruler did not have a natural male heir. So this is the answer. Now the next question, question number 5. Why did Indian sepoys revolt against the British rule in 1857? The Indians revolted against the British rule in 1857 because of its injustice and exploitative nature. Now let's move on to the next exercise. It's think it over, and the question is, why do you think out of all the Europeans only the British succeeded in establishing an empire in India? Now let's see the answer. The answer is, the British fought numerous wars against the French, the Dutch and the Portuguese trading companies and strengthened their position to establish an empire in India. Now let's move on to the activity corner. You can see here 2 activities are given. The first one, fun time, which we can do it once the school is reopened, and the second activity is life skill activity. So you can see here various events are given and you have to arrange them. So this you can do it in your notebook and you have to write the correct date and chapter number. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.